Hello everybody and welcome to another Shorty Plays. We're going to be doing some Overwatch and I just wanted to commentate a little bit over top of some of the games that I've recorded, and for this instance I was playing as Zenyatta. Now we are in Hollywood here. We're going to be defending like a payload type objective. And I've been getting more familiar with the healers in general in this game, seeing how each one works, kind of like their positives and negatives to each one. Um, just increasing my gameplay. I do like supports and healers in general, but I hate being like a heal bot or, never getting like plays of the games because you're not like a game maker kind of, or. But in this case, I like Zenyatta, so I'm going to be playing him for you and commentating on some of my decisions, as well as some different gameplay mechanics and things like that as we go. So in this case, Zenyatta's great because he provides both healing and a debuff, and he dishes out the most damage out of any of the healers. So if you're looking for just a hybrid, or you want to be able to punish some of the other assassins, he's great. And he's also great at melting tanks, which I think you see in this vid as well. So here I was just providing support from the top, and as soon as I overstayed my welcome, I got the hell out of there, but that Reaper just nailed me right at the end. Now I have kill cams on, so you can see what happened, and so I can watch him as well. And maybe I'll go over some of the other settings as well. Yeah, he clipped me there a little bit. What I don't like about Zenyatta is his low health. Now, he does gain a lot of shields to kind of make up for that regenerate over time, but since he can't heal himself, and he just has low health pool to begin with, I think it's like one of the lowest or the second lowest health in the game, he dies very, very fast. So you always want to be behind like another tank or in the back of your group, which if you're trying to counter a Zenyatta player, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to play a character like Tracer or Reaper or somebody, or even like Widowmaker, and just snipe him from behind the group, or get behind where Zenyatta's going to be at and take him out really easily, because he can't defend himself. So there's a kind of a wasted ult there. I'm just trying to make sure my team is fully healed as we fend off the attackers here. I don't know if I switched to any other healers during this match. I think I was Zenyatta the entire time, just trying to get more familiar with him as we go. And they have an opposing Reinhardt, and you'll notice that you can't place your debuff on a shielded enemy. So if there's a shield or anything, your debuff will not allow you to go through it. Now, it shows it on him because I actually tagged him before he put the shield up. That's why I'm trying to maintain line of sight so that the buff stays. But if they have a shield up, or if like Zarya uses your shield, or anybody else has a shield on, you can't place your debuff on them. You have to wait until it's off. Now Zenyatta's okay. His healing output it's decent enough. Definitely his ult is the way to go if you're trying to provide. And I think I triggered here just to make sure my teammates survive against the ult and don't get picked off from people hitting them. But his overall single target healing is kind of mediocre-ish. It's about the same speed, I noticed, as Lucio's. So if you're kind of comparing the two, he does a little bit more healing than Lucio, but Lucio does have the AoE heal, whereas Zenyatta is a single target only. And the debuff is spectacular at just melting those tanks, like I said. You place it on any tank, and even you, if you get like headshots and stuff, you can take them out in, 6 shots or 8 shots or something, depending on, what you're doing. It's fantastic. And it's also good for applying pressure and providing line of, well, not line of sight, but like sight, because it puts the icon above their head, and it'll go through walls and things, so your teammates can actually see where the enemy is too. So sometimes I do it just so people can see, like, hey, there's a sniper up here, I'll tag them for you, and then you'll know where they are if they run. Let's see, Zenyatta does have the rapid fire attack, so if you hold down the right mouse button, you can hold, I think, up to 6 or 7 orb shots and then release them all at once. But they are on a timer, so you can't hold it the entire game. They will fire off, so you can't just, sit there with maximum orbs and then fire them when you can. It's all time-based, so you just got to get used to like what you're doing. It's kind of like what Symmetra does, and I'll probably talk about Symmetra or show off in another video here. I just got my alt. I'm not sure if I put it to good use. Hopefully I do. This is actually like my second time watching this vid. And what's great about the game too is if you die, you keep your alt status, so it's not like it resets or anything, so you can actually keep it and use it at the best opportune time. So see, I died, I came back, and my alt is still available here. Now, at the moment, I'm just playing quick matches. I don't know my level. I think I'm like level 17 or 18 or something in the game. I haven't been playing it too long. But the one issue with people who aren't on TeamSpeak or just in a group anyway is communication. So a lot of times you'll get people that just want to keep charging in, single file, and they all die. Then you respawn and then you charge in again and die instead of grouping up. Now sometimes I'll tell people to like group up or wait for the healer because either I died and then they're all getting slowly picked apart. So sometimes I try to do that, or like waiting for your tank before you make like a push or something like that. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that. It's getting ridiculous. Here I was caught on the barrels. I wanted to make sure I had an escape. As Zenyatta, again, I'm very fragile, and I need to be able to have an out if somebody either comes from the side or tries to flank me or something. So see, I keep putting myself farther and farther back behind the team. Now I used my ult here. That was kind of a mistake. I thought maybe some of my team would have gotten caught in it. But I believe if they got caught in it anyway, they probably would have died because the healing output on the alt is fast, but I don't think it's fast enough to out-heal the damage coming from that Hanzo ult. So, something to keep in mind too. And if I got hit by it, I would have died for sure. So, here we have a Lucio and a Mei. That was the turret. I was making sure where the other team was in case they needed healed. And look at that, just melting that Zarya. So you always want to stay farther back. Keep an eye on who you've buffed and who you've debuffed. Make sure everybody's being topped off. I noticed the Hanzo needed some health, so I topped him off a little bit. Then I go back and put it on some other heroes or on the tank who are in the front lines. I could have probably gotten that kill. I don't remember who that actually is. It might be a Soldier 76. And Zenyatta actually has a good magazine clip. So if you see down in the bottom right corner on his orbs, he actually can have 20 of them. Now here I'm backing away from the alt and trigger my own. But I believe my alt will not out-heal that either. So that was kind of a wasted alt on my part. As a healer and in general, getting your alt up is very important and very crucial. And you want to make sure you always have it available to counter other people's alts or just provide that extra heal for your team. So wasting it is actually one of the worst things you can do. Or if you're using it just for yourself, it's kind of like a selfish reason. Now there I died just because I was getting picked off and I had low health. And I got to start remembering where all these health packs are. Yeah, I just typed it because I was like, oh, that was kind of my fault. I kind of was in that window too long and was able to get picked off. And I let them know that I'll be right back. And look, on my map, 3 people are in critical. 1 just dropped, another 1 just dropped. And since I'm not there, they should actually fall back. Or you can tell your team to like, hey, fall back. Especially if there's only 1 healer. Now, I was trying out a couple other healers like Symmetra and even Lucio. And I've kind of determined that a duo healers can actually be very optimal, especially if you're defending or somebody's on Symmetra, because Symmetra doesn't actually provide any healing whatsoever, and the shield ability she gets is pretty mediocre, and I'll talk about her if I ever do a vid on her. I plan to do one for like each healer just so I can go over my thoughts. Here we go, we're in overtime now, making sure my teammates, they're doing like an insane push, kind of like a all or nothing push. So I want to make sure I'm staying back, making sure my shields come back up so I can get some health, providing the debuffs for anybody charging in, and get out of that line of fire. I want to get to my teammate over there, that's critical, but he died. I try to provide the assistance where needed. And man, these D.Va players are just hopping around all over, they're really hard to tag. If I hit one, though, with the debuff, they're probably going to die in 2 shots, but this time I'm backing up because I noticed my teammates all disappeared behind the gate, and they got the payload checkpoint, so we'll be playing this match a couple more minutes longer. I actually like the Hollywood map. It's very colorful. In this area in particular, it's got all the alien designs and like Area 51 stuff. It's pretty cool. So I reposition with my ult to get over here on the other side of my team. But this is bad on my part because I'm overextended now because the payload's right there. And they're coming from like multiple angles. And look, I got 5 health, man. I'm desperately seeking like wherever these stupid packs are. There's one ahead. It's a good idea to kind of, you know, memorize where all your packs are. Now here, my teammates are all dead. I try to fall back a little bit because Zenyatta is not a frontliner. And, you know, I just have to wait, you know, retreat, try to avoid fire, apply a couple pressure with my debuffs, and try and get my ult back up for the next push here. Now here I just heard McCree doing his ult, so I kind of hide myself so that he can't target me. That was kind of another, not too bad. Here we go. Alright, so now we're on more of an offensive, where we're pushed out beyond, we got a D.Va over there, and another Junkrat. I heard the Junkrat ult go off. I think I got hit by the tail end of that, I'm not exactly sure. And there's a Hanzo ult. Oh, here's the whole team. Holy crap. And again, I'm out of position because I'm behind it, and the rest of my team is going to be in front, so I'm not sure if I die here or not. Oh man, that Torbjorn. I do my best. I do my best to keep him alive. But we are on the wrong side of this. We're on like the opposite side of this payload. And I got my ult again. Man, I think these contestants go for like so long too, because people are just, you know, you got those divas, and if you leave them alone long enough, and here I use my ult to get through them to the other side where my teammates are, to kind of avoid what happens. So that was kind of a Hail Mary for me to try and get back with my teammates from being on the opposite side of that payload where I shouldn't be, and provide the healing where it needed. Oh, I get hit by the tail end and die from that ult. Yeah, that was a good ult. Yeah, it caught me in the corner there. Oh, look at this cool movie theater. I like that. I really like the set designs and overall art in the game. There we go. Just making sure the teammates stay away. They're, you know, desperately holding on. They're trying to get to the final spot. They're getting there, but we're providing enough, you know, counter push to keep them away here, and we are able to achieve it. Fantastic. And I got a achievement, World Traveler. I'm not sure what that actually was for, but I think I unlocked like a profile icon or something like that. Now I include the play of the games for you guys too, just so you can see if there was anything that I didn't show, because, you know, it's obviously from different point of views. But I'll leave them in all the Overwatch vids that I can, especially if you guys enjoy them. I don't mind them that much, and it's always cool when you actually get one. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll promise to do more Overwatch vids in the future, as well as try and cover all the different roles and characters that I can. Thank you very much. See ya next time. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Shorty playing some Overwatch today. This is a pre-recorded video, so I can provide commentary and stress-free commentary for you guys. Because I tried recording my voice during the vids themselves, but it became way too stressful and hard. I don't know what that Widowmaker was doing. Like, just wigging out and having fun, so I kind of salute her and stuff. And show off my new Reinhardt skin, which is pretty epic. I do like the gold version of it better, but since, hey, what can you do? It's free. I got it in a pack. So anyway, I wanted to show off some Overwatch vids of various characters and roles. In this case, I noticed that our team did not have a tank, and we are attacking here on Durango, or I forget what the place is called. But it's almost important to have a tank, especially when you are on the attacking side of a payload map, so you can get out there and avoid all the defenses and provide protection for your team. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll try and commentate as best as I can on ability usage and teams and kills and things like that. So that's just me trying to break the shield of the other Reinhardt here. And hopefully some of my team is behind me so they can provide pressure and keep this other team off of us. Now, it's I've only seen this video like once. Oh, like I love that. When that happened, I was just happy because that's actually a win for our team because his respawn is a lot farther back than ours is. So even though we both died, I respawn right back to where that happened, whereas he, since he's on the defending team, he has to walk all the way back just to get to where the location in his team is at. So that was actually a win for me, even though it was hilarious. I didn't care. It was just funny. So Junkrat, yeah, they're kind of annoying. I do love Junkrat. I'll do more Junkrat vids and things like that in the future as well. Now, it actually takes us a while to get this payload moving because right here you'll notice that there's this cave on my left, and the enemy team has a Symmetra, and she stays in that cave like almost the entire match. And what she does is later on you'll notice that she sets well, there's a health pack there too, which is good, but she'll actually set her portal in there, and none of our team knew that it was there. I knew it was there, and I should have probably conveyed it a little bit better. I thought the team would have known or switched to like a Junkrat or something so they could flush them out and destroy it. But holy hell, does that teleporter do insane amounts of work for their team. And along with her turrets on the walls, it makes it almost impossible for any other character to get in there except for, like, you know, if you send rockets or have a Junkrat or something. So, and it's right by the payload, so look at them all. There's like 3 or 4 people in that tunnel. And now with the Reinhardt, they're just going to sit there and shoot at us and try and flank us if anybody tries to go for the payload. Now, I was trying to play as D.Va here because I knew there were some snipers and people up on the mountains on the cliffside, so I wanted to kind of flush them out. And here's some of her turrets that she's been putting up there. You know, I'm trying my best. Look at them all, they just keep coming. It's ridiculous. And then later on, I find out that there's a portal, teleporter in there too, which, you know, is really good for their team. And, you know, I'll talk about Symmetra when I actually play as her, and I think I die here too. Stupid. Yeah, I wasn't able to reload and take out the other one by the time I saw it. So you get a kill cam of the turret killing me. MVP of the match, folks. So I stick with D.Va here because she does provide the tanking necessary. She does have the mobility. I don't really like her shield all that much. I think the cooldown is a little bit too long for what it is. But here I go. I'm trying to get back into that tunnel and apply pressure and get these people out of here. Now, I knew I got trapped, so I provided the shield just in case the Junkrat tried to come after me. Yeah. I don't have too much success with Junkrat's ult, but usually everybody destroys mine before I have a chance to blow everybody up. And I'm just waiting for my team because I know a lot of them died. Here comes the McCree in the back. I think he's actually still alive. And I know they're all in that those tunnels that are right there. Here comes the Reinhardt again. And again, I'm waiting for my ult to come up so I can go back into my suit. And just apply like a little bit of pressure to this Reinhardt. They're in a Hanzo ult. I think it whiffed everybody. And what the team should have done is, especially that Zarya user. Oh, what am I thinking? Anyway, so yeah, we're kind of stuck on this payload now. Right here, see, to my left of me is that tunnel, and right here I'm getting pummeled by people in that tunnel and not realizing it in time, or I'm an idiot. But then I go back over there to kind of look to see what it all was, because, you know, I'm backing up. And here I find out that there's a teleporter in there, which is excellently placed because none of our team responds to it in time. And that's partially why we have such trouble getting past this part. And I think we actually lose, too, because none of our team can you know, break this defense that the enemy team has, or go in and destroy the teleporter so they stop spawning right there. So. And, you know, I could have changed characters too to maybe help deal with it. I don't. But I was playing as D.Va, and I kept resurrecting myself. Yeah. So see, she puts in a bunch more, and there's a teleporter in there. See, there it is. And I tried to do my best to destroy it, but she's applying pressure. But like, every time I was D.Va, I would get my my suit back, and then I would just keep playing, and I wouldn't die. So I probably should have just killed myself, so that way I could change characters and then go after it. But by then it was like almost too late here. Yeah. I don't remember that. No, see, the teleporter is still up, And like two more teammates spawned right there. It's ridiculous. And now I got my suit back, and instead of dying, and then I just wasted it right there. I was going to use her ult um, and go in there and destroy it, but it was too late. So this match is a prime example. This match is a prime example of you really should not wait on your teammates to switch roles. You should just take the initiative and do it yourself because, especially in quick match or when you're playing, against like with randoms and stuff, you really need to make sure that you're dealing with whatever situations provide. It's a rock, paper, scissors type game, and Blizzard encourages everybody to switch roles often and all the time. Um, so, not much else to say except that that's a very good example, and I wanted to show it off of about where the enemy team does something that's working and your team not um, switching over or alternating you know your kind of like your game plan and like dealing with the situation. You got to come up with those counters. You got to figure out a way to bypass or destroy what the enemy team is trying to do, and that just didn't happen. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya. Damn it, Shorty!